And my number one favorite movie of the year so far easily is The Invisible Man. Leigh Whannell shocked everybody 2 years ago when he came out with Upgrade, which is a movie that looked very generic but shocked the hell out of everyone with how awesome it was. And this movie continues Whannell's surprisingly interesting track record as a director, where Blumhouse literally salvages this movie from the wreckage that was the disaster of Universal's dark universe that they were trying to do, and takes one of their classic Universal monsters and adapts it for the modern day in a very, very surprisingly contemporary way. Where the basic premise is you've got Elizabeth Moss portraying this woman who is attempting to escape from this, a very, very obviously abusive relationship. Like, the movie does a very extensively detailed job in setting up just how trapped she feels in this giant mansion that she's trying to escape. It's a very deliberately staged opening sequence that is masterfully done. And after her ex-husband, who is a lead in the field of optics technology, dealing with like eyes and reflections and mirrors and stuff, after he supposedly commits suicide, she finds that she is being stalked by somebody or something that has attempted to turn her life upside down, gaslight her, and make her look crazy, and comes to the conclusion that her husband is not dead anymore, but invisible. And yeah, this movie is pretty much a perfect representation of all of those themes, because in terms of this movie of utilizing one of the Universal monsters, but in the modern day setting as a stand-in for such relative themes as obviously gaslighting, making women look like they're not telling the truth and look crazy and everything, and kind of all the things that you would expect to see from that type of an abusive relationship are put on full display here, and it is masterfully done in my mind. And it really is anchored in, to me, the best lead performance of the year so far, because Elizabeth Moss is, oh my god, I'm making my way through Mad Men, and she is continuing to impress me on that show. She shocked the hell out of me last year with her smell, and is continuing her A-list track record as a star. Like, I honestly cannot wait to see what she does next. And it honestly will be really funny if, when no other movies are released this year, she ends up winning the Oscar for this, and God, I hope that happens. And yeah, this movie was just a really refreshing surprise in the sense of barely 2 weeks after Fantasy Island, Blumhouse releases this movie. And I was literally telling my buddy on my podcast, Talking TV, which you guys should absolutely listen to, I was literally telling my buddy, this is why we have to pay attention to Blumhouse, because for every piece of shit movie that they turn out, they've got one of these. And yeah, it's an absolute blast. The tension is always at like knife cutting points of tense. Knives. You guys will know what I mean if you watch the movie. And yeah, for pretty much, there's really nothing else that I can say about it. This is my absolute favorite movie of the year, and I never thought I would say that about a horror movie, to say the least.